It's time for our weekend energies reading, everybody. I'm Erin, and I provide a 3-card reading for all 12 signs to reveal what messages Spirit is providing for the next 72 hours, forecasting your weekend. Let's get to it, starting with Aries. Hello, and welcome to you, Aries. So we are looking at the 9 of Swords, the 3 of Wands, and the 10 of Cups. So starting out with your 9 of Swords. With the 9 of Swords, we are talking about anxiety and stress. So we know that that's the card that really makes you feel there's something that's just eating at you, picking at you. There's something that needs your attention that you have not been addressing because you just don't want to. But this weekend might be a good time to maybe pick up that gauntlet, pick up that weight, and decide that you are going to do something about it. Now, you do have your action card right next to your challenge card, right next to that nightmare card. And let's also remember with that 9 of Swords that even though you are going through a period of high anxiety and stress, that once it's all over, it will give you that ability to be stronger, to look at things from a different perspective, to more or less get a fresh perspective on things. So it's not all bad news, right? So now with the 3 of Wands, we are talking about creativity and cooperation. So creative problem solving, if you will. So that says that your action is going to speak to your challenge. So your 3 of Wands is answering that 9 of Swords saying, don't worry, well, you can't help but worry. But that 3 of Wands is reminding that you have this in hand. You can get through this. You have gotten through tough things before, so you just need to pull up your bootstraps and just stick with it, Aries, and you will work through it. But it's not going to be an easy time of it. The 9 of Swords is telling you, yeah, it's going to be kind of rough going. Then you have the 10 of Cups, and with the 10 of Cups, we were talking about feeling like you are living a very purposeful life, like your life has meaning. You feel like you are on the right path. So even though you're going, and that's probably why you're going through this period of difficulty, because you really want to make sure that you are doing the best thing for everyone, and you want that kind of harmony and security that comes from living like that and being mindful of others. So Aries, just keep that in mind, that it is a way you like to live, a way you like to carry yourself, but this weekend might be time to step back and maybe look at the root of the problem. So hello, Leo, thank you for checking in this weekend. And so we are starting out with the 4 of Cups, the 3 of Pentacles, and the 9 of Pentacles. So money is obviously going to be something that you're thinking about this weekend, Leo. The weekend is usually when we want to do fun stuff. So when you go to do something fun and you look at your bank account and you realize, well, that something fun you had planned is not something fun you're going to be doing this weekend. That might be that kind of weekend for you, Leo, but let's check it out. So since I was talking about your Pentacles and your money, let's go ahead and look at that. So we have the 3 and the 9 of Pentacles. So with the 3 of Pentacles, we are talking about success in business and career and an upswing in your enthusiasm and your productivity. So you're feeling like you want to be there. You're feeling like you're working toward a goal. So I think for you this weekend, you are going to appreciate what you do during the week. You're going to enjoy your weekend. You're going to be glad you're not at work. But I think that this weekend, you're also going to get more appreciation for what you do, Leo, or that epiphany where you would like to appreciate what you do more. Therefore, it's a time to think about a new position, and you have the time to do that search and look and send out your resumes and whatnot. So this might be that weekend for you, some changes in your job or just some true appreciation of what you already do. Then with the 9 of Pentacles, we are looking at good luck and prosperity and just being really appreciative of what you already have, what you have already accomplished. Adding that into the mix, you always feel like you are blessed. You're always doing well, always feeling that abundance. So your Pentacles are good, and they're just saying that things are going well. They might be able to go better. Like you might have even been contemplating, thinking about doing something different. Then we have your 4 of Cups. 4 of Cups are talking about being sure to not let monotony set in. So again, this might be that change that you're craving for your career. So don't be afraid to try something new, but if you're not going to go that route, then really try to look at your job with a newfound appreciation. Hello and welcome, Sagittarius. Let's get right to it. Let's see what Spirit's talking to you about this weekend. So we're starting out with the Ace of Cups, the Ace of Pentacles, and the Two of Wands. So with the Ace of Cups and the Ace of Pentacles, lots of strong stuff, some big stuff going on with your emotional realm and with your money, obviously. So with that Ace of Cups, we're talking about strong connections. Usually we're talking about something new, a new emotional bond or a new emotional connection, but one that is very strong and gives you those endorphins, that rush of endorphins, so that you feel like it's a fresh new emotional experience. So that's going to be happening for you, and it looks like right off the bat, because it's the first card in your reading. So this weekend might be a little bit whirlwind, like not a whirlwind romance, but something, being with people that you really care about, and then something intensifying it, bringing it to a new level, like a blissful level. So a very, very enjoyable weekend for you, and with people you love. So this isn't going to be a solitary thing that you're doing. It's going to be involving people that you really care about. And then, and possibly some new people that are going to be a part of your tight inner circle, remember. Then we have the Ace of Pentacles. The Ace of Pentacles is saying your money is going to be very good, and you're just going to feel like you can manifest anything that you desire. You're just going to be on top of your A game, just really feeling like you are making things happen. So that, along with an activity with people that you really care about, it sounds like it's going to be maybe even something that's going to become long-term for you, but something you're going to enjoy and doing with somebody you really care about. And it will benefit you greatly in the financial realm. Hi, Cancer. Thanks for stopping by, and let's get right to it. So with the King of Swords, the Knight of Pentacles, and the Four of Swords, so ending and beginning, or beginning and ending with some challenge. That's very cool. So with the King of Swords, we are talking about analysis and understanding something that used to be very complex for you, but for some odd reason this weekend it's going to come to you. You're going to have a better understanding of it. And usually it would involve something that really is, confusing to most people, like something that's legal, some form of just drawn out document, or, right now it's around election time. So whether you're voting or not, the fact of the matter is, before, during, and after an election, do you really know what's going on? Even people that really are into it, probably not. So I'm thinking maybe that's saying that you are going to have a strong sense of, you're going to feel good about who you voted for, or you're going to feel like you understood the problem at hand and you reacted appropriately. So that's what I'm thinking with that King of Swords. Then you have the Knight of Pentacles. So with your money and the Knight of Pentacles, we're talking about attention to detail and really paying attention to where your money goes. So that kind of does go hand in hand with this understanding a complex subject or situation, or just something that's complex to you in the first place. Being able to understand that better would almost have to lend to you being more astute when it comes to your money and where it goes. So you're just really fine-tuned. You're finely tuned when it comes to logical things and financial things, Cancer. And then with the Four of Swords, following everything up, the Four of Swords is saying that possibly some time to take some time away from your general routine to recharge, a real break for you. So that being said, they could all be talking to each other, but I think that this Four of Swords is kind of breaking apart from the rest of the reading and just saying that perhaps it's been a very busy period for you, Cancer, and now this weekend, really take the time to regroup. Do that recharging so that you're ready to take on the next week or two. So that's what I'm seeing for you, Cancer. And hello to you, Scorpio. And it's a pleasure to read for you. So let's see what we're talking about this weekend. We're looking at the Five of Swords, the Wheel of Fortune, and Death. So having two power cards in this cute little reading is wonderful because both of them speak to change and being able to deal with that change. So let's go ahead and look at those. So with Death, we know it represents a really big change, something that, a life-changing situation that is going to clear the way for you to start something new. So think about the things in your life, Scorpio, that are happening that really something would need to finalize, something would need to absolutely end, not necessarily physical death, but something needs to end for a new beginning to happen. And because Death is actually the card in the tarot that represents you, Scorpio, so really it's talking about you changing something, maybe something you've been thinking about changing for a very long time. And this weekend, that epiphany, that pop, that spark of inspiration is going to hit you, and you're going to go for it. So that is wonderful. And then you have the Wheel of Fortune. So the Wheel of Fortune is encouraging you to make some changes in a positive forward motion. The Wheel of Fortune is constantly rolling in a positive forward way. And so with that, with Death, it's saying that yes, this is going to be that weekend where you just feel capable, very capable of rolling with it, of making those changes. And like we said, a life-changing event is going to be happening for you. So that Wheel of Fortune is saying you are going to handle it very well, and it's going to just continue to move you, to motivate you. So if you've been trying to break a habit or you've been trying to do something new, period, this seems like the weekend for it. Then with the Five of Swords, we're talking about a wake-up call where you are knowing what to leave behind, what doesn't work for you, and keeping it moving, just letting it go, letting it drop to the wayside. So that sounds like a perfect combination when you're talking about really changing something that is going to make your life better, but it's a big something. It's a lifelong habit. It's something in a totally new field, if we're talking about work, something you've never done before but always been fascinated by. That is what I'm seeing for you this weekend, Scorpio, something different. Hello and welcome, Pisces. Thank you for swinging through, and let's see what Spirit's talking about this weekend. So for the first card, we have the Eight of Cups, and then we have the Power card, the Star, and we have the Knight of Wands. So starting out with your Eight of Cups, the Eight of Cups is talking about seeking more meaning in your life in general, and really wanting to get down to the roots of what's going on for you. Just really understanding what you're desiring, what you're wanting these days, and feeling like if you were more in touch with your spiritual self, that you would be a little bit happier, like you would feel like you were accomplishing your goal per se. So with that being your Eight of Cups and seeking that change, then you have the Star, and the Star is talking about inspiration and wanting you to take the right path and inspiring you to continue on that road. So the rewards that will be coming to you, the things that will be kind of speaking to you, Pisces, are going to be right there for you. You're going to have all the tools you need to make that change that the Eight of Cups is talking about, where you do want to come to a point in your life where you can make these changes, where you are feeling more in touch with your spiritual self and wanting to get down to the base of what makes you you. Then we have the Knight of Wands, and with the Knight of Wands, we are talking about maybe even jumping the gun a little bit. So you are feeling like you want to seek these things out, and the Star says they're going to be easily attainable, but just remember, it might take a little bit of work. It might take more work than you are used to. So don't be afraid to put in that effort and give it a little more time, Pisces, because it seems to me like this is saying it will be worth it in the long run. And that is what I am seeing for you this weekend. Hello, Taurus, and thank you for stopping by to check out what's going on with you with Spirit this weekend. So I love that we have these power cards here. So let's start from the beginning. We are looking at the Queen of Swords. We are looking at power card Temperance and Strength. Both very nice in combination. So basically, this is really a good weekend for you. You're going to feel very much in your element, Taurus, because you like things to be stable. You like to understand what's happening with your world, in your world. So you're really going to feel like you're figuring things out. You're going to have all the patience that you need to really get down into it. So whatever you're taking on this weekend, whether it be something for fun, a project that's maybe not so much for fun, family gatherings, anything that you're going to be doing this weekend, you're really going to have a lot of patience when it comes to it. You're going to be able to give it whatever it needs to really get through it and feel successful, feel like, yes, this was great, this was worth it. And then with the strength power card, strength is saying that you have the ability to know pretty much when you have the upper hand. You know when you are in control. You know when you do not need to flex your muscle per se, your physical muscle, because you're in control enough and you like emotionally, kind of physically, where you know you're in a good place. And you don't have to show people that you're stronger physically or show them that you're in control, metaphysically per se. You don't have to do that because you are feeling very confident with your ability and what you have to bring to this situation. So temperance and strength together saying you are just going to be really, really good in that leadership role. You're going to be in a very good place for that. And then with the Queen of Swords, she's just saying that you are also going to have that gift of really understanding something. It's going to be a nice, clear weekend for you, being able to put yourself in other people's shoes, being more sharp as the real world goes, as well as your emotional world. So very much in balance for you this weekend, Taurus, and I think it's going to be a very pleasant weekend because of that. And that's what I'm seeing for you. All right, Virgo, thank you for checking in, and let's get started. So we have the Hierophant, we have the Queen of Cups, and we have the Four of Pentacles. So starting out with your Hierophant, the one power card you have, looking like you are going to have some very strong interest and being more in touch with your psychic or spiritual realm, being in touch with that more. The Hierophant invites you to do that, and he's also there to guide you with it. So a more spiritual understanding of things, some spiritual progress happening for you. Definitely feeling like you are open to whatever is being brought to you this weekend, Virgo. So you're going to be probably seeking out some spiritual stuff because you're on the brink of that spiritual growth. You really want it to happen. So even though the Hierophant is presenting himself as the first card here, doesn't mean that you aren't going to have to put in a little bit of work to find your Hierophant or to get that guidance somewhere from someone. So I feel like even though it's the first card, you might be seeking out your Hierophant. You might be trying to find that person who can help you grow in your spiritual realm. You also have the Queen of Cups. So with the Queen of Cups, we are looking at compassion and feeling very drawn and and connected to one specific person. So it's your emotional card, so we could say it's your partner, but I also like to leave that open because it could be someone you're just emotionally involved with, like your family member, really close friends. But with that Queen, she's still talking about your compassion and being able to feel for and with other people. So definitely keep that in mind. And I think with that Hierophant in the picture too, definitely going to feed each other. Then last but not least, we have your Four of Pentacles. And the Four of Pentacles is talking about being in balance with your financial realm. So with the emotional and the financial there and having the Hierophant there, I think you're just going to be more in tune with everything you need, Virgo. And, understanding and having some sort of semblance to what's going on around you is very appealing to you. So I think you're going to be at home with that this weekend. And that is what I'm seeing for you. And welcome, Capricorn. Thank you for stopping in, and let's jump right into it. So we're starting and ending with swords, which I kind of like, and then you have wands right in the middle. So your weekend's all about challenge and the answer, the call to action from that challenge. So let's go ahead and look at your first and last. So your Eight of Swords, your Knight of Swords. The Eight of Swords is talking about patience and really having to trust that you know when to do something, being able to stick with it and act accordingly, act at the right time. So really being aware of not necessarily your surroundings, but being aware of what is going on and where you might be more beneficial if you're going to jump into that situation or into that conversation or into anything. You're paying attention to it to know where you should be involved. Where am I at in this? Then we have the Knight of Swords, and with the Knight of Swords, we're talking about rational and logical solutions being sought, wanting to really discover what is real. So with that Eight of Swords, talking about knowing when to act and having the patience to be able to wait and see where you fit into something, like really putting that piece of the puzzle in the right place the first time. Right time, right place. The Knight of Swords is reinforcing that by saying, yes, right now I am seeking some real answers to my questions. Then you have the Queen of Wands. Queen of Wands is talking about accomplishment and a sense of vibrance when you're bringing something together. So that is what is making you want to move forward. That is what is pushing you to get these answers, pushing you to be more open to what you really want, not just in the physical realm, but the spiritual realm and how those two come together. That's what I'm seeing. Like you really want to get those two together. And that is what I'm seeing for you this weekend, Capricorn. Hi, Gemini. Thanks for stopping in. And let's get started with your reading for this weekend. So we have the King of Wands, the Seven of Swords, and we are ending with a power card, Justice. So with that power card, it seems to me like for the weekend, you are going to be on kind of a journey, kind of looking for some justice, trying to understand something that you probably just didn't feel was right. Like, there's something that kind of just doesn't set right with you. So I feel like you're going to be on a mission to either get some clarity on that or to just basically understand your sense of right and wrong is going to be very much in tune this weekend, and something's not going to gel with it. So let's look with that. The King of Wands. The King of Wands is talking about vision and compassionate behavior and things that just cause you to be a more natural leader, something that calls you to wanting to be in a position of leadership. So if I feel like that might be what's necessary for your answers to come, for your sense of right and wrong, your balance there. You say your little scales, your balance in order for it to be satisfied, for you to feel like something was justified. You are going to need to be in that position where you can really dig deep and you can really say, well, this is what I think, and I think we need to go into this deeper. I need to understand this. Does anybody else want to join me to find out if this is true, find out if it is just, or this is what I was thinking. What do you think? So you're going to have some interaction with people, and you're going to kind of be the driving force for it to get to this, to get to that point. Then with your Seven of Swords, we're talking about clarity and just being very much in search of the truth. So those are definitely talking to each other. So something hasn't added up for you, Gemini, and you're ready to check it out. You want to know what's going on. And so you're going to be the spearhead. You're going to go for it. And that is what I am seeing for you this weekend. Hi, Libra, and thank you for stopping by. Always a pleasure. So we are looking at money this weekend for you, Libra, because we have the Six of Pentacles and the Eight of Pentacles, the start and the end of your reading. And then I like the six and the six there with the Six of Swords right there nestled in the middle. So since we're talking, and I started out saying we're talking about money, let's talk about money. So the Six of Pentacles is that card that's saying that some generosity is going to be bestowed either upon you or by you. So you're going to be involved in something where you find yourself not compelled so much by money, but just by the action itself. So you are going to want to be charitable, or you're going to receive charity. And I don't mean that in a bad way. You know, someone is going to do something for you or vice versa. And it's going to be something that will benefit all the parties involved. So you're going to feel more open to things like that. You're going to feel more charitable and be more open to accepting it. So you're just going to be in that frame of mind. I feel like you're going to be open to the situation altogether, Libra. And then you have the Eight of Pentacles. With the Eight of Pentacles, you're talking about long-term prosperity and just a sense of satisfaction. So like I said, it does kind of, even out with that 6, because we're saying it's going to be something that both of you are grateful to have had, not feeling like it's a material come up or something like that. It's just something that was really cool. One of those exchanges where when you're finished, you're like, wow, I'm so glad I was involved with that. And then the Eight of Pentacles is just saying more of the same. It's saying that, yes, you are going to be feeling a lot of contentment and satisfaction this weekend. So whether or not something is a material benefit, of course, we would all like more, but you're not looking for it. You don't expect it. And then with the Six of Swords is talking about improvement and a sense of peace being restored to you. Something that is making you feel like you are just really coming out of a funk that you've been in, or something that's not been working for you, and now it's coming to pass that you are feeling very like you are making progress. And that is a very good place to be, especially when we're looking at the money situation being kind of cool too. And that is what I am seeing for you, Libra. Hi, Aquarius, and welcome. Let's see what Spirit's saying for you this weekend. So we are starting with the Five of Wands, the wonderful power card, the Sun, and then the Seven of Cups. So with the Five of Wands, we're talking about some competition for you this weekend. You know that you're going to have to work with other people to get this to work. So the competition is going to cause you to have to bring in other people. So that may not be exactly what you're looking for, Aquarius. Sometimes working with other people is just more work than you want to do. But because you are going to be doing something that, like I said, it's going to involve competition. So you know, in this case, other people are going to be involved. It might even be people that you don't want to work with, or you've always thought, God, I hope I'm never in a situation with this person on a personal basis. Well, here you go, Aquarius, it's happening for you this weekend. So just roll with it and just realize that because you're willing to do this, good things are going to happen for you. You do have the Sun right smack in the middle of the reading, and the Sun just says everything is going to be great. It's, you're going to have a strong sense that you are really doing okay. The abundance is going to be there, feeling positive is going to be there, and just feeling like you are doing all you can to have those positive outcomes, the happiness that comes with the Sun, and it's also saying that sense of security that you get from being at a good place in probably every realm. So so that having to work with someone to get through a competition is going to be a piece of cake for you, Aquarius. Nothing you can't handle. And the Sun's saying not only can you handle it, it's going to work out really great. And then we have the Seven of Cups. With the Seven of Cups, we're talking about being able to use all parts of yourself, your mind, your heart, your intuition. So really tapping into your own intuition to make sure that you have the best outcome and the best choices are made. So really, having to involve other people, feeling really strongly about what you feel, what you know, that's going to come in handy for you to give you a happy ending. Very happy endings for you this week in Aquarius. You're going to be okay with all your decisions. And that is what I'm seeing for you. Thank you for joining me, and I want to invite you to join me for your weekly reading. And as always, essentially, we all have a divine purpose. Embrace the universe and live your dream. Until next week, here's wishing you health, prosperity, and positive relationships. Farewell to you all.